So in this section of the shop, I created what I call the DIY kiln. This is definitely just a proof of concept. Please don't take this as something perfect, because it's not. But what I have underneath of this foil is spalted silver maple log that I cut down about 2 years ago and milled it. And well, let me just show you. So I got my moisture meter here too, just for sake of showing you guys. So right now the shop's 46 degrees and the moisture content is 46%. It's generally around there this time of year. The shop could be lesser if I would have this dehumidifier set up to pull from the whole shop, but that shielding there pretty much reduces the dehumidifier's effect from pulling from the whole shop and just pulls from this area where we have the maple stickered. So I have 3/4 stickers in there. This is a 70 liter per day dehumidifier. They're about 200 bucks. I'll put a link below for Amazon. It's been great for me. I use it in my basement, everywhere. Keep it in the shop to keep all this wood dry. But here we have that silver maple spalted. Now, when I put this in here, it was around 15%, and that was in November. You can check out my Instagram stories for some real-time tracking on that. And my thought was, well, if I just shield this thing, keep the heat in, without any other external heat source, I could slow dry these to where it wouldn't like fast shock the wood and crack it. Well, we do have some cracking, and I have a video on that also if you want to check out how to reduce log cracking. So anyways, all we have is this foil in here, nothing special. There's a couple bucks. And then on the other side, by the air compressor, I have a fan that pushes the air across the logs into the dehumidifier. I haven't been turning on that fan much because it's just a pain to get back there, but I've just been leaving it pull from this direction. And I've wrapped the whole log in this heat blanket essentially. But so let me grab my moisture meter and we'll get some readings on this. For sake of noise, I'm going to turn this fan off, this dehumidifier. And actually, this thing has been not filling up as much, which is good, because when I leave it like in the shop to pull from the shop air, it'll fill up in a day, right? Well, since it's so secluded in this blanket, it really is only pulling like this local moisture from the air out of the shop. So it was kind of shocking at first because it wasn't filling up. Like it would take like 2 weeks to fill up, or 3 weeks. And so I thought something might have been wrong, but I think what actually happened was it was pulling moisture from the logs, which is what I want it to do. So set this up here. Now also take my moisture readings with a grain of salt, because I have this just cheap Harbor Freight moisture meter. Okay, they're 20 bucks. I'd love to get one of those Wagners eventually. But so if I put this in the end grain, push the prongs in pretty far, we're reading 8%. And I wish I would have had a video. Again, check my Instagram for old videos. That's 8%, not 18. Where this read 15. So again, let's go to the next one down. I'm going in the center by the crack, and we have 9%. Let's try going this way, just for sake of redundancy. 8%, that's reading 6% on the surface. Now obviously the center of the log is more wet. Let's try from the end here. Okay, I have 11% on the edge. And I'm going right in the middle at the thickest part as well. 11%. %. So there's just quite a few ends on this. Let's just go in the surface of this top log. 11%. So even if we average that we're around 10%, between 8 and 11, when I put this in here it was 15 to 16, and we've gone down significant moisture content in only 2 months. And I don't run this thing every day, just to keep it new, but I probably run it, I don't know, half of the time during a given week. So it's now February, middle of February. So in approximately 2.5 months, 3 months, we've gone down, 4% in moisture on 2.5-inch lumber or greater. So I'm calling that a win right now. I think what I'm going to do is build out this whole kiln area vertically and drop down the blanket on both sides and put some insulation in there and have like a lumber stack, because I've got some cherry I'd like to put in here. But yeah, those are my findings for now. I've looked into building a solar kiln, which I still might do. Real kilns are obviously very expensive, but for a DIYer who's chainsaw milling some stuff, you can see my saw up there, this is a pretty good solution for maybe $200 for your dehumidifier, and you can get some really nice lumber. This spalted maple is pretty nice. I wish you could see it more. You could see some spalting there. But yeah, thanks guys, and check out my channel for future updates on this rig and potentially some more lumber drying tips. So I'm still learning, so any comments too would be greatly appreciated. So feel free, hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.